So I just hopped on YouTube and I was just thinking, you know what, I'm just going to go on, I'm just going to chill, watch some shit, you know, hopefully get tired and then go to bed. That was my plan tonight. However, the It Welcome to Derry trailer, I feel like they already released an official trailer, so I don't know if this is another official trailer, but I watched it under the impression that it's the one I had already seen, and it's not. And there's so much sick stuff that is in this trailer, and there's so much cool stuff to go through. I couldn't wait till tomorrow to record, so I'm recording it now. As you can tell, admittedly, I've already seen the trailer. I couldn't help myself. Okay, I saw it, and when I started seeing new stuff, I was like, alright, fine, I'll make this a video. And then it just started to get cooler and cooler, and I was like, okay, I can't just watch this halfway and then stop. So I've already seen it, but I'm gonna watch it with you folks at home right now, and then we'll dive more into talking about shit that's in it. Okay, here we go, HBO original. I just watched it, like I said, but we'll watch it anyway. 1962. I hope this isn't copyrighted music.
Hello? Oh, hi.
I don't know.
I'm Rich, by the way. Will.
Rich and Will, the characters unlocked.
We're renting a house in town. 8 years living on base, I just think my missus is ready for a little taste of normal.
Well, if normal is what you're after,
Shouldn't be
you
going to
two
Derry.
are going to love Derry.
Man,
You
I
don't
can't
like
wait
it
for
much
this.
down here, do you, Miss Handler?
You know, it's hard not to miss the things you leave behind.
Paul Bunyan
We're getting
statue.
into the swing of it, though. Starting to
chapter
feel like
2.
home.
HBO original
Things
Diam.
happen here. We don't really talk about it. No one does.
Missing
They
kids.
never even found a body.
Dead
But
kids.
maybe if you figure out what really
Oh no,
happened
missing.
to him.
Whoops.
Could have been a drifter.
There he is.
Somebody could kidnap a kid and keep him underground. In the sewers.
Sewers, of course. Keep out danger.
What happened out there, Helen?
We have 25 disappearances, 7
at
confirmed
that.
deaths, mostly children.
Oh,
Something bad's coming.
holy
is
shit. There he is. Oh my god, it looks sick. The pickle monster. I don't know what that was. The old house. Oh god, that looks, yeah. There, look at, oh my god, he looks so sick. I know I just seen it, but fuck. He looks so sick. October 26th. Damn. Alright, so there's quite a lot to run through here. Something just dawned on me that I might be in a different country when this comes out. I'll need to check. I might just be back, but unfortunate if I am. But it doesn't matter. I can always watch it when I get back. But let's run through some stuff here in the trailer. So it just opens up. We're back 1962 in Derry, back in Maine, and it's introducing us to all the new characters, and you've got this new family moving in. The new family, I believe he said, Mrs. Hamlin, is that not Mike's second name? I thought Hanlon. Is it Mike Hanlon? Something Hamlin, something like that. That's Mike's second name. So this seems like it's Mike's family before Mike was born. So we already knew this, but we have gone back in time. And we can also tell by all the missing posters and stuff that they showed that it seems like this is when children started to go missing. So I guess this is when Pennywise started to become the Pennywise we know, who kidnapped kids and ate them, essentially. So since we've went back in time, I knew we would, but obviously they'd mentioned it before, but I didn't know how far back, and it turns out we're going back to when Pennywise begun to be this, you know, haunting Derry, kidnapping children kind of thing. I thought it would go back to before he was Pennywise, so we would see more Bill Skarsgård as a human. And I'm actually kind of relieved that it's not that, because I feel like seeing him as the clown is what everyone watches it for, rather than seeing him as a human before the clown. So I think that was probably the best decision. You can also see these pictures here of him as a human, which we did see in It Chapter 2. There was a pictures, 2 or 3 pictures of him, whatever, in the old, can't remember her name, but the old lady's home. When Beverly was in her house trying to get something from her childhood, she was looking at the pictures and you could see Bill Skarsgård, but human version of Pennywise. So I'm thinking we might get some more backstory, some more lore to how Pennywise became Pennywise, essentially. Then we obviously can see the kids go back into the sewers, going back to the roots of the 2017, well, and I guess the 1990 miniseries. You need to remember, these, well, they're not all linked, but I suppose 2017 is probably, well, most likely linked to this. So going back to the roots, going back in the sewers, which I'm glad they're not changing it up too much. Throughout the whole trailer, it does look like Pennywise haunts the town more than just children, which, I mean, we'll need to see how it plays out. I kind of liked it just being between the kids and no one believed them, and it was just the kids versus Pennywise. But if that's all going to change and then it's Pennywise versus the town, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. And it looks like they're also incorporating the army or the military into this as well, which I'm not usually a fan of when they start putting in like police officers and like army military people and stuff into horror movies, just because I like a horror movie to just be survivors and killer. That's how I like it to be, quite like Dead by Daylight. So when they start throwing in like military people and tanks and airplanes, it kind of starts to become a bit cheesy for me, a little bit too real. I want it to remain in that horror aspect, but it looks like the father of one of the main characters, or I assume one of the main characters, it looks like Mike's dad, perhaps, or Mike's grandpa, I don't know. He works in the military, so I can see why they're having to link it in. We learn that we have 25 missing children and 7 confirmed deaths, which is just probably Pennywise just starting out as kidnapping kids and eating them, essentially. But if 25 kids are missing and 7 are confirmed dead, what do you think the other, you think the other, 18 are still out there wandering around? Like, come on, man. There's 25 deaths, let's be honest here. And you can also see this in here, which initially, the first time I saw it, I'm going to be honest, I thought that was like some sort of like deadlight from Pennywise's, the deadlights. The deadlights if you know it. I thought that was one of them, going over the water or under the water. But then you play it and it's just like meteors. But I do think it is the deadlights. If I had to take an educated guess, I think it's the deadlights. But it looks like meteors. Now, this is the first time we can pretty much officially see Pennywise in Welcome to Derry. And I'm going to be honest, as sick as this looks, I initially thought it was AI. Like, for some reason, just the first time I was watching it and this came up, I was like, wow, that looks like AI. But if it looks like this in the movie, it looks sick. I don't know why. I just got the feeling that it looks kind of AI-ish. I guess I've seen Pennywise AI in the past, and this is what it looked like. I hope it's not AI. I refuse to believe it will be, and I think it's stupid for me to think that it might be. But I don't think this is AI. I think it just looked like it at first glance. Then the trailer really starts to get into it. You've got girls screaming, cars screeching, this guy covering his ears. You've got this smiling officer. You've got like fog coming into the place. That looks like Pennywise grabbing a little girl's legs or something like that, which looks pretty funny. Then you've got the original, or I say the original, well yeah, I guess the original house from 2017. Good to see that back. You've got this little girl scared in the sewers, hopefully having a confrontation with Pennywise. I want to see as much Bill Skarsgård Pennywise in this movie as possible, so any scene that looks like it might have Pennywise in it, I'm praying to the gods that Pennywise is in it. You've got this guy screaming at something with someone standing behind him, looks like in the fog that was taking over the town. You've got all of these kids, or these people, I don't know if they're kids or people, but they're obviously being influenced by the deadlights. It's what happened to Richie in Chapter 2 when he looked into the deadlights. His eyes went white and he started floating. It's exactly what's happening here, so it looks like Pennywise is hypnotizing a fair few folks here. And then we get to see him close up, full makeup. He looks sick. He looks pretty much the exact same as the 2017 one. The 2017 one, he looked a bit old and a bit dirty. Then in the 2019 one, he looked a bit refurbished and more colourful. In this one, he looks, other than, the blood and the drool on his face, obviously. This scene looks sick, by the way. Even just his hair and his makeup, it looks all crisp and clean. I guess this is because when he first became Pennywise. But this right here, this part of the trailer, this looks so sick. Oh my god, I can't get over how excited I am for this. Pennywise is one of my most favorite horror slashers of all time. I'd say he's in like top 3. I did make a video recently actually talking about it. I think I put him in number 2, which obviously well deserved. And the 2017 movie was, as far as I can remember, the first proper horror movie that I watched. So it holds a near and dear place to my heart, seeing how big of a horror fan I have become. And I mean, it's just sick. I'm speechless practically. I'm speechless so much that I keep talking because that makes sense. It just looks so sick. And there you have it. Welcome to Derry, October 26th on HBO. I can't wait. I don't have HBO, but obviously I'm going to start a subscription to it because I must watch this when it comes out. I might be in a different country. I'm going to Turkey some point in October, and I don't know if I'm there until the 25th or after the 25th. I don't know, but hopefully I'm back by the time it starts. If I'm not, that's okay. I'll just stay offline completely, just avoiding absolutely everything about this. But yeah, I was going to wait till tomorrow to make this video, but I just couldn't wait because I was so excited to not only talk about this, but just to see it in front of me. Yeah, I can't wait. It looks so sick. That's it. Everyone get your popcorn ready now. Eat popcorn and then keep getting popcorn ready because that Welcome to Derry is coming out in how long? In a month and 3 days. I can't wait, personally.